Wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sri Lanka Esports National Qualifiers Arena of Valor Grand Finals. It's going to be Noble Lions Good Boy Esports taking on Catalyst Esports in this best of 5 series. You can see the rosters on screen right now. We should be getting into game number 1 of this best of 5 series right now. And of course, a massive shout out to our main sponsor, Dialogue, who has been absolutely incredible. They have been a part of the esports community for over a decade right now, sponsoring multiple tournaments, hosting their own tournaments, and are doing a lot more in terms of how they want to support the growth of esports in the country. One of them is actually sponsoring the national team for esports as well. Having said that, we are going to be getting into the drafting phase. Do bear with me. I do play Arena of Valor, but I'm not entirely, proficient with the game, so I am going to get certain heroes wrong and certain strats wrong, but do bear with me. I'll try to keep you guys entertained throughout this best of 5 series as well as I can. But yeah, we are going into the initial phase. We have Amina and Omar picked up on the let me get these teams right now. All right, so on the right side, we have NA Good Boys, and on the left side, we have, Catalyst Esports. So we have Athena picking up Omar, we have Niki on the Mina, and on the other side, we have Arden being picked up, we have Chagna. I know the hero, but I'm not entirely sure of the pronunciation of it. Zika has been also picked up. I'm not seeing a marksman unless Arden is a marksman. Not entirely sure. We have UA being picked up on the side of NA. I'm assuming that is going to be their support. But yeah, going to be an interesting one. Like I said, it's going to be a best of 5 series. Mind you, these games are quite short comparatively to your standard MOBA games like League of Legends or Dota 2. But having said that, it can drag on as well, right? Like an average game time would be, 15 to 20 minutes maximum. But I myself have played games over, 30 minutes where everyone's max level, max items, and you're just trying to find a way to end the game. Things do happen, it's a MOBA game, and things like that is, expected. But having said that, anyone who gets the early lead, if a team does get the early lead, they tend to kind of bulldoze their way into victory. Same says true to Arena of Valor and other mobile-based MOBA games. So anyone who gets the early lead in the laning stage, that's going to be key here. The early buffs from the Dragons as well as the jungler will play quite a significant role early on in the game with those early ganks to come through as well. And for those of you who do not know, each hero or hero can pick up 2 different skills, which you can see on the right-hand side of the heroes, or the left-hand side if you're taking the left-hand side. So you have the flash, you have heals, you have purify, you have there's a neutral creep damage. I can't remember what the skill is called, but that will help you jungle a lot easier. But yeah, you do have a bunch of neutral skills that you can pick up on your hero, depending on how you want to lane him and how you want to help out your team in the engagements. But having said that, we have a bunch of bans going on. We have the banning phase done. So the last 2 heroes to be picked up from either side. Zuka, very, very strong jungler coming out from NA side. Obviously, Omar is going to be their frontline tank for the team, with Zuka going to be in the jungle. UA, I'm assuming, is going to be their support with Mina mid, I think. And in the meantime, we have Kira being picked up as the jungler for the side of Catalyst Esports. No, swap it up. Wildhen, very strong marksman. Kind of broken in my opinion. I mean, I love the hero. I played it throughout whenever I played Arena of Valor, majority of my game. I'm pretty sure like 75% of my games on Arena of Valor has been on Valheim, and just absolutely broken. You get a really good early start and the hero just kind of snowballs from there onwards. And from what I've seen from the Sri Lankan teams, that has been kind of the standard where they tend to pick up Valheim a lot as their primary marksman. In the meantime, we have Flash being picked up, generally a jungler, but has selected mid. Interesting. So we have Chagna as support. We have the top lane being played by Audin. That's going to be their frontline tank. Yeah. So Flash is going to be on jungle duty. So they do have a bit of a swap around here. Crimson is going to be playing the Valheim. KWRT is going to be playing that support. Chogna. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name right now. But yeah, jungle is going to be the Flash as predicted for the side of Catalyst Esports. On the other side, we do have that marksman being picked up. Laville was my second hero of choice when I did play Arena of Valor, or when I do play Arena of Valor. Again, a hero, I would say not as broken as Valheim, but there's significant amount of burst damage, especially kind of AoE type of damage as well with his first skill. So there is basically opportunity to scale here, but of course very squishy on either side. Valheim, Laville both are extremely squishy heroes if the junglers can get to that backline very early on. But there we go. We do have game number 1 starting up. Give me a second.
Welcome to Arena of Valor. Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds.
All right. So on the left side of the map, we do have Catalyst, and on the right side, we have the team from NA. No real early pressure or contest in the jungle by the looks of it from either of the teams. We have a little bit of action mid though. Standard laning stage to start things off. Bottom lane, there is a little bit of aggression being put on the Valheim. There is multiple heroes, but there is support coming through. This might be first blood. The heal is going to come through, and they're going to be okay. Going to be a lot of early chip damage unless the junglers do get involved in these engagements. I think kill potential wise, I think bottom lane has some decent kill potential. If they can get the slow and into the stun that comes out from Valheim. In the meantime, jungler just popping his, not the jungler, the mid hero popping his head in. We have 6 heroes bottom right now. So we have the mid laner coming into the bottom lane to try and do some chip damage, checking out what is happening. Flash also rotating towards that mid lane, trying to look for a position out, I mean a hero out of position there. Again, rotating towards the bottom lane. So we have 4 heroes on this bot lane here. A little bit of chip damage been done. They need to be careful. The slow is going to be there. The Flash jumps in as well, taking a little bit of damage. Might go down here. But Valheim is getting involved here as well. So much of damage been done. A nice lift up, and they do find that first blood onto iZZY there. That's going to be their first hero falling, and they pick up the double kill onto Valheim as well. That's going to give him a little boost of goal coming in, as well as they are going to claim this first buff that is going to be coming out from the Abyssal Dragon. They do pick up the first buff and a couple of early kills to start things off. Not a huge lead, nothing that is, detrimental to the game of Noob Alliance, but Team Catalyst with this early lead will be looking to capitalize on it. And they find a kill mid lane. Simple is the one to go down in that mid lane. Does get ganked by 3 different heroes. Now they're heading into get the top buff as well. They will find it, so they will have a Slayer spawning in one of the lanes. Not entirely sure where they will put it. Probably, they should focus on taking the mid tower, right? And that's going to be the main objective, to try and take out the mid tower very early on, get that map control going your way, to have more opportunities to play around the map with. So mid lane tower is going to be primary. So the Slayers have been spawned in each of the lanes. A little bit of chip damage being done. Shagwa on the bottom lane as well. He is going to jump in, gets lifted up. He might go down here. He does go down, but in the meantime, Flash jumps in as well, looking for a kill, but he will back off for the time being, with Zuka coming into the fight as well. Everyone's getting involved in this. So much of damage been done. Alhen, so low on HP, does manage to get out. Flash still playing around the enemy side. There is so much of damage been done, but they will not lose anyone. So both teams are managing to get out or dodge there in the end. A lot of damage been done, but no one really going down there. They will be recalling back to base. Again, so this is going to be a best of 5 series between the two teams. So even if you do end up losing out on one of these games, there's always that possibility of a comeback. Bottom lane, again, we do have Team Catalyst clamping up here with 3 heroes. Flash still in the vicinity, looking for an engagement here. Let's take a little bit of damage. Oh, in the meantime, they do find another kill on Valhen on the bottom lane. This is definitely not good news, right? Valhen already on to 3 kills, if I'm not mistaken. A very decent start for him. And if he does get out of control, things do start to, kind of get very difficult for the side of Noob Alliance here. Then if we need to be able to keep him in check and maybe try and get a gank off on him, but Jaguar has been around the area, always keeping Valhen safe and being that frontline kind of damage soak up that Valhen desperately needs in the laning stage. And that was Laville who went down on that bottom lane. So that's a marksman going down once. Not going to be too happy with that. Oh, mid lane. Flash needs to be careful. Gets put up in the air, taking a lot of damage. Goes invis for the time being. Managing to get out or dodge there. Very low on HP, but manages to get out. They do end up losing that mid tower though. They do claim that bottom one, so they do trade off towers. But obviously, any team getting the better trade off that, definitely getting that mid tower, quite vital. They are going in to claim the next Slayer as well. And Flash actually steals it. So that is Team Catalyst gaining that Slayer. They're still trying to fight this. Needs to be careful. They do claim the Abyssal Dragon on their side. So both teams have kind of, traded off on things. In the meantime, they lose that tower top. So tower advantage also going in favor of Lions right now. In the bottom lane, a bit of an engagement. They will lose Niki there in that engagement. And they're looking for more here. Not finding it. And the Dragon and Slayer both spawn at the same time. So now they are going to be able to claim this Abyssal Dragon as well. And probably maybe make their way up to the Slayer as well. That's the Holy Dragon buff going in their favor. Bit of an engagement in this middle lane, taking quite a bit of damage. They will find that kill on to Flash and gets a Valheim as well. A massive fight coming out from Noob Alliance. And they will leave Niki to die there, but still getting the better trade there in the end. And they will claim the Slayer for themselves as well. That is a good initiation coming in from Zuka to get those kills. He has been quite silent towards the beginning of the game, but now really stepping it up and showing his presence in the game. Bottom lane, we might see another engagement here. Flash coming in for the side, might get caught up, but no, he jumps forward to try and deal some damage here. Gets caught up, put up in the air. Lovely ultimate coming in from UA as well. They are trying to fight this. They might find both the kills here. They do find Niki. Valheim is the one to claim that kill. In the meantime, Volly comes in and takes out Zuka as well. And they will claim two. They do trade off the Flash though. Noob Alliance still with the goal lead though, but now in a bit of trouble here. The Slayer has been spawned on this bottom lane to try and delay this push. In the meantime, they jump forward. The lift up is going to be there, doing so much of damage. Can he finish it off? The heals are going to come through, staying alive. So low on HP. They do claim one that is going to be on to the Valheim as well. Massive kill to get. And now the last two players, or last three, out of which two are extremely low. They are trying to kill the Slayer off. And they are going to blink. The stun is going to be there, and he's going to claim that kill. UA picking up another. So Noob Alliance are punishing Team Catalyst heavily for that push. Meantime, Volly in a little bit of trouble, getting dove under the tower, but he's going to be okay for the time being.
Blue team tower has been destroyed.
Volly is playing that Aurin as well. Quite tanky, so going to survive quite a bit. Another massive fight breaking out. Flash managing to get out of dodge, but a lovely lift up from Zuka as well. They will find the kill on to Simple here, looking for more, and they will find the Flash as well. And now Chuega is going to be in a lot of trouble, but Valheim has joined the fight as well. They might find one, but the lift up yet again. They do find that kill on to Niki, looking for more. Valheim still freely hitting, but gets shot on the side. He needs to be careful. Managing to heal up, but they do lose 3 NA. Ramping things up, just diving in, playing it to absolute perfection. They are putting the pressure on to Team Catalyst, and they will lose that mid-tier 2 tower as well. So blue team losing multiple towers, now under pressure behind net worth as well.
A red team tower has been destroyed.
They do finally claim that top tower. from the red team, which has been some time, to be honest. Looks like it took their own sweet time to take the tower, but in the meantime, they do claim another Dark Slayer. They are looking to fight for this dragon. That is going to be Omar picking up another kill. So low on HP. Simple is going to be the next one to go down. They are trying to get out. Jaguar is going to get put up in the air as well. Still too tanky to actually bring down. Nice lift up there from Volly. Is it going to be enough? Flash jumps in and jumps back out, trying to stay alive. They end up losing Simple and Crimson both though in that engagement, and this is going to be the mid tower going down as well. NA looking to claim this game number 1 here now inside into the base, putting a lot of pressure. They will find that kill onto Volly, looking for more. They will lose QWERT as well. That's the Jaguar going down. Flash also low on HP, really can't do anything. And now we have the Valor joining into the fight, but it's going to be all low, a little bit too late in the day. A couple of bad engagements coming out from Catalyst Esports there, and NA good boys take game number 1 in this best of 3 series. Looked a bit even early on, but I think as the Zuka joined into the fight after his jungling phase there, he seemed very inactive towards the early part, but he managed to get a couple of items come out of the jungle, and he completely turned the tables in where the game was going. And Omar also towards the latter part getting in some good disables, good crowd control coming out from him. They were able to claim game number 1. So NA good boys 1 up in this best of 5 series. But we will be heading into a very, very short break before game number 2. Do stay tuned in with us. You're joining us for the grand finals of Arena Valor in the Sri Lanka Esports National qualifiers. We'll be right back, guys.
Wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number 1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number 1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue.
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩින් ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දා එක්ක ආච්චිය WhatsApp call මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් Insta එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක plan එකක් තියනවාද?
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන Dialog Home Broadband Home Social Plan එක. GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න. සුපිරි අධිවේගී Dialog Home Broadband.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number 1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number 1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're joining us live for the Sri Lanka Esports National qualifiers, and you're joining us for the grand finals of Arena of Valor. We did have game number 1 going in favor of Noob Alliance, the team Good Boyz Esports. Catalyst Esports obviously looking to make a comeback with game number 2. It's going to be the question whether they are able to come back or not. Having said that, we should be having game number 2 starting up shortly, and yes, we do have it starting up on screen, and we are already into the banning stage. All right, just getting into the banning phase here. So we have a side swap here. So on the red side is going to be Team Catalyst this time around, and on the blue side it's going to be Noob Alliance. Just getting into the drafting stage. We have our room being picked up from Noob Alliance. How do they answer it on the other side? So a little bit of a ban change coming out from the side of Team Catalyst there. They have taken out who was it they took out? Who played last time? It was UA who was there. Yeah, they had taken out the UA this time around, not giving it to Noob Alliance. They pick up the Crixie for themselves. That's either going to be their support or mid lane. I think QWERT was playing support, so I'm assuming this Crixie is going to be played as support instead of mid lane. We have the Yan being picked up on Anji. And we have Omar being picked up by Noob Alliance yet again on Athena. Was very successful in the previous game, so they are going to be staying with it. And in the meantime, we have the Lorian being picked up for the side of Noob Alliance as well. So that's going to be their mid lane, if I'm not mistaken. It should be their mid lane, right? I'll wait and see until the draft comes together towards the latter part. While we do wait for the draft to get underway, a massive shout out to Dialogue yet again for sponsoring the event and the Sri Lanka Esports National team. They have been with the esports community for over 10 years, making sure it grows day in and day out. And a huge shout out to the strategic partner Gamer.LK, who is 16 years plus into what they have been doing for the community. And they continue to do so. In the meantime, we had the Valheim being picked up yet again on the side of Team Catalyst. Did have a good start to the Valheim in the previous game, just could not capitalize on it later on. What do they pick up next? We are waiting on the last two bans from the two sides. Who will they ban out on the side of Noob Alliance here? What are they worried about is going to be the question. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen like a Zanis or a Wukong coming out as their junglers, which is interesting to say the least. We have another jungler being taken out by Noble Lions. I mean, yeah. Waiting on the ban from the red team or team Catalyst here. What do they take out?
Blue team's turn to ban.
That was Butterfly that Noble Lions took out in that previous ban. So they have one more ban left.
Red team's turn to pick.
And on the red team, it was Dextra, I think, that they banned, if I'm not mistaken. It should be Dextra that they did ban out. So the last two picks to come from either side.
To pick.
They did take out Thane from Noble Lions, so they do pick up Zuka this time around. Yet again, for the side of Noble Lions, was very successful with it. Did have a bit of a slow start, but again, they do stick with it and they go for it as their jungler. So Lumba is going to be their tank, I'm assuming, for the side of, or the top lane, for the side of Team Catalyst here.
Red team's turn to pick.
And then Slims is going to get picked up as well. So Slims is going to be their marksman for the side of Noble Lions. How do they answer it on the other side is going to be the question. What are they lacking right now? They are either lacking a mid or a support. I'm assuming Crixie is support, in which case they are lacking a mid. They pick up the Arthur, so now I'm a bit confused. So Arthur is going to be their top lane? Yeah, I'm definitely confused with the lineup that is coming out from the side of Team Catalyst here. I'm assuming the Arthur is going to be top lane, with the Lamba being played as support, with Crixie being played mid, I assume. Yan is going to be their jungler. So a bit of a mix-up here. Not sure how it's going to work for them, but they are looking to do something different to try and bring back game number 2 here. We'll have to wait and see how well it works out for them, though.
10 seconds remaining. Welcome to Arena of Valor. Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds. Prepare to engage.
All right, here we go. On the blue side, we have Noble Lions, Good Boys, and on the red side, we have Catalyst. So Crixie is being played mid, right? So yeah, that's what I was assuming, but I don't know how well their support will work out for them. Quite tanky though, to be fair. Oh, Slim's in a little bit of trouble here, taking quite a bit of chip damage from the Valheim. It's a bit of early trades happening between each of these teams here. Zuka, in the meantime, just happy to freely farm the jungle here, keeping the jungler on the side of Catalyst Esports busy in the bottom lane, but Zuka is free farming the entire duration. So they're going to be quite happy with that on the side of Noble Lions there.
Dragon and Slayer have appeared.
So they are going to be taking the dragon on the side of Team Catalyst, and the Slayer is going to be claimed by Noble Lions. This is going to be contested. Slim's tried to steal it, but is not going to be able to. So the Abyssal Dragon, the first Abyssal Dragon buff goes in favor of Team Catalyst there. So we have the initial vanguards being spawned. They might look to push with this, but in the mid lane we do have an engagement looking for this first blood, not really finding it. To be careful though. Lorian are managing to get out. Quixie is of course forced to go back to base to heal up and come back. But good job from the team to respond to that, not really giving away any kills. Very important. Say. Oh, they try to go in. To be careful, trying to dodge, trying to get out of the way. Crixie joins the fight as well. Still fighting this though. So much of damage been done now. Crixie coming in with the ultimate. So much of damage been done. They will lose Omar there, and they will look for more. They will find Melo on the Lorian as well. Now chasing forwards. Slims has joined the fight. They will find one kill though onto Angie there. That was the Yan going down there on the side of Team Catalyst. Still not much of a lead going in favor of either team. So a lot more of an even start to the game than the previous game, but the previous game also Team Catalyst did get that early lead, but Noble Lions was able to fight back and take a couple of fights and then just finish the game off from there. Oh, stolen by Arthur there. Oh, mid lane, a lovely jump in there from iZZY on that. Zuka will find Crixie and take her out. The bot lane, again, we might have an engagement here. We have Lorian joining the fight as well with our room to support Slims as well. The jump in is going to be there from the Lorian. They might find the kill, but no surviving and a nick of HP, and they will lose the Lorian in return with Crixis joining the fight. But in the meantime, Zuka jumps in, looks for one, might find the next as well, and yes, they do find that return kill onto him. So a 1-for-2 trade in the end, with Zuka joining at the nick of time to turn the tide. So still the lead is in favor of Noble Lions, just a very small lead. In the meantime, mid lane, Omar is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Slims manages to take that bottom tier 1 tower here. Athena and Volly seems to be walking up and down to try and defend. Arthur tries to do a little bit of chip damage onto Omar here. Gets put up in the air and backs off. So both quite tanky. I mean, other than chip damage, I don't think either one of these players will die unless ganked. The mid lane, the Slayer, top lane, they do claim the Slayer, but the fight will break out here. Lorraine jumps in, massive damage been done. But Quixis with a really good ultimate will end up falling down, and they will find 3 kills. In the meantime, they will find QWRT as Volly as well. Valheim is going to be the only one to survive because he was not even in the fight. So it is a 5-on-4 engagement going in. Very good favor of Noob Alliance, good Boyz Esports there. Team Catalyst now falling behind, and they will claim that tier 1 tower top as well on the side of Noob Alliance. So getting that map control, getting that early goal lead, going to be a tough one for Team Catalyst yet again to try and stabilize this. Slims with the stun. And they will find another tower. What was the tower that... Oh. In the meantime, they are looking to claim this Abyssal Dragon. The stun, the lift up is going to be there, but Zuka manages to claim it. And now this is going to be massive. Crixie with huge damage, but Slims will find that first kill. Crixie needs to be careful, will back off. And so is iZZY. But in the meantime, Athena joins the fight, finds that kill on to the Crixie. And Anjana will find the Lorien kill as well. They end up losing Slims there as well. So good fight overall for Team Catalyst there. Getting the better trade, or an even trade rather, in the end. And this was with 2 Dragon Buffs, and actually 1. So now they have the Holy Dragon and the Dark Slayer that has spawned to be claimed here. So Athena and iZZY is going to work on this, and they will claim this easily. Arthur going around, just checking things out. Niki is going to be in the area, needs to be careful. And the Dark Slayer will get taken out without contest in the end. It's 11-6 with like a 3,000 goal lead going in favor of Noob Alliance right now. So they are going to work on this Holy Dragon. Crimson needs to be careful, might get caught out here. Niki did see him for a second, but there is no real jump in. They don't know who is behind this and who is around the vicinity. So Niki is going to check out things a bit. Now they are looking to do this Holy Dragon. Needs the support. Arthur is going to be joining the fight as well. So this is going to be a full 5-on-5 brawl by the looks of it. Niki a little bit far forward. Needs to be careful. Zuka looking to jump into the backline as well. Taking a different angle to come in. Lorraine going in. Huge damage. The lift up is going to be there as well. This is so destructive. And that is going to be them losing multiple heroes on the side of Team Catalyst. Slims picks up QWRT as well. They find that kill onto the Valheim as well by Zuka, being played by that iZZY, and Slims finds a double kill, and they get a full 5-man team wipe, and Noob Alliance is on a roll to close out game number 2 as well. And the Dark Slayer will be running down the bottom lane, and they will claim that red tower on the bottom lane, the tier 2 tower on that bottom lane. Again, a very good early lead being converted, being played to perfection by the side of Noob Alliance. Looking to claim that mid tier 2 as well. And they will lose the bottom tower, and now the fight breaks out again. Lauren goes in. Simple will find that 1 kill with that ultimate on that Crixie, and that's going to be Valheim picking up a kill as well. But the return kill coming out from iZZY, going to get shut down by Arthur. They are looking for the kill onto this Arthur. Be careful, Arthur trying to back away here, but the support is going to be there. They need to back away. But he's going to be in the area. Arthur again so tanky. But in the meantime, they are losing so many towers on the side of Team Catalyst. They lost the mid tier 2 tower. They lost the top tier 2 tower as well. And they ended up losing the bottom tier 3 tower as well. So costly affair for them, but they did get a shutdown and a couple of kills to boot for that. Arthur in that mid lane needs to be careful, might get lifted up. Omar looking to charge in. They don't have Slims or iZZY in the vicinity on that Zuka, so looking to just get this information and back off. Omar is just not scared at this point, so tanky, and they are going to work on this Holy Dragon on the bottom lane, and they have taken it, so multiple buffs going in favor of the NA Good Boys here. Will look to claim the Darkslayer top as well, and then look to make this final push. I'm not entirely sure how Team Catalyst is going to be able to come back from this. I feel like they don't have the heroes or the farm to try and bring this back. And I don't think they will be able to claim Slayer, the fight for Slayer as well, as the Darkslayer is being brought down quite quickly. Arthur in the area here looking to jump in, not going to be able to do that. So the Darkslayer is going to be taken out here. Lorraine is going to be run down by Arthur for the time being, but in the meantime on the top side of that fight, a massive fight breaks out. Crixie with a really good ultimate, but Slims will pick up one kill. The return kill is going to be there on to Zuka by the Valheim. Valheim picks up Omar as well, and Niki to go down as well. Noob Alliance losing multiple heroes. This might be the comeback they were looking for. They jump in as well. That's going to be almost a full wipe, but Slims is going to be the only one backing off, who is going to be pushing towards that mid tower. Crixie is now trying to go on to Slims. Slims tries to flash out, going to turn around and will claim that kill. Good God, you're so low there. Playing that to absolute perfection. I think he read that perfectly, realizing that he is going to be able to heal through that damage, will kill off that Crixie. That is massively important, putting that pressure, making sure Team Catalyst does not just push down that mid lane. But in the meantime, they lose their tier 1 tower top lane on the Noob Alliance side. But I'm still looking to finish things off here. Looking for a jump in Lorraine on the left side. Arthur is definitely not the target for them to go on, so just playing it a little bit careful. Arthur making sure that he's in front. Slims managed to get the stun onto him. Now they want to engage here. A good lift up there. Lorraine comes in with the ultimate. Can they bring them down though? And they will bring down Lorraine, and now the fight breaks out. Right now going in favor of Catalyst Esports, but no, the quick turnaround. That's going to be Slims picking up 2 kills there, looking for the third as well, going to find the third and the fourth onto Valheim, and that's going to be an ace going in favor of Noob Alliance Good Boys, and this might be all over. One fight is all it takes, and they are going to claim this game number 2 quite easily as well. NA Good Boys is on a roll here. Strolling around a little bit towards that latter part, but in the end, that's going to be game number 2 going in favor of NA Good Boys. It's going to be just one game away from claiming the title for Arena of Valor in the Sri Lanka Esports National qualifiers. What a game from NA Good Boys, and they do seem to be on an absolute roll here. Me with 4 nubs playing the Slims, getting 11 kills there. iZZY on the Zuka, grabbing another 8 here. Really good performance coming out from him. Both the games, iZZY on that Zuka has been absolutely insane. Athena also soaking up quite a bit of damage, being that front line for the team as well. A really good performance coming out. And in the meantime, Team Catalyst trying to do as much as they can, but right now it just seems that NA Good Boys have their number. But having said that, we will be heading into a very, very short break. When we are back, you'll be joining us for the National Esports, Sri Lanka Esports National qualifiers, Arena of Valor Grand Finals, game number 3. So do stay tuned in. We'll be back very, very shortly with game number 3.
Wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර් රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි ආච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල් මයි මමයි බවයි දැන් ඉන්ස්ටා එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube Facebook Instagram WhatsApp Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන dialogue home broadband home social plan එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී dialogue home broadband
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number one priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number one in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර් රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි ආච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල් මයි මමයි බවයි දැන් ඉන්ස්ටා එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube Facebook Instagram WhatsApp Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන dialogue home broadband home social plan එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී dialogue home broadband
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number one priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number one in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය Dialogue.
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය. අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි ආච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල්මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් ඉන්ස්ටා එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද?
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් හෝම් සෝෂල් ප්ලෑන් එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ්.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number one priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number one in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta Dialogue Fun Blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න. වාසිදායක මොබයිල් ප්ලෑන් ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය. Dialogue.
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය. අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි ආච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල්මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් ඉන්ස්ටා එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද?
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් හෝම් සෝෂල් ප්ලෑන් එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ්.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our number one priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the number one in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta Dialogue Fun Blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න. වාසිදායක මොබයිල් ප්ලෑන් ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය. Dialogue.
අපේ
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You all are joining us live for the Sri Lanka Esports National Qualifiers Arena of Valor Grand Finals. We saw the conclusion of 2 games where Noble Irons, Good Boys Esports took both the games, and Team Catalyst are obviously on the back foot. They need to take the rest of the series as a best of 1 and play to absolute perfection to try and come back from it. But in the meantime, we are going to be getting into the banning phase here. So we have Noble Lions on the red side with Team Catalyst on the blue side here. Let's have a look at what they are going to go with. Looking to ban the strong heroes that Noble Lions did have in the previous couple of games by the looks of it. We'll have to wait and see how effective it is going to be, though. They did take out a few in that previous game, but it did not look like it was having any effect. They did take out UA this time around. They took out UA last time as well, I think. So UA was the Noble Lions pick on that first game. But this time around and the second game, both the UA was banned out. And then Arum was picked up in the previous game. So Arum is going to get taken out as well by Team Catalyst. So trying to restrict Noble Lions as much as possible when it comes to the amount of picks that they can give away. In the meantime, Noble Lions has banned out Malok. And who is this other hero? I think this is... what am I missing here? Looks very familiar. I'm trying to figure out the name. Who is it? Who is it? It's not Aya? No, it's not Aya, right? Yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that. But with that, though, we do have the first 2 picks coming out. Omar is going to be their off lane or like the top lane tank yet again. Who has been picked up here? This has been the Crushed that has been picked up by Noble Lions. And in the meantime, we have the Scud being picked up by Team Catalyst here. Interesting pickups to start things off. Scud is most probably going to be their top lane tank for them. Again, they did change up quite a bit on the side of Team Catalyst, so I might be mistaken. They go with the Helene as their support. Then Zen Khan as their mid, which they did quite a few times. So Crixie is going to be the answer to that from the side of Noble Lions. Most probably will be mid. Waiting on the last 2 bans from either side here.
Blue team's turn to ban.
Who did they ban off? They banned off Murad. Okay. So they did leave the butterfly open. They have left the Zuka open as well. Probably looking to pick it up for themselves. The Yan is open as well if they want to go that way on the side of Team Catalyst. So they do have their options open here. They do ban out the Zuka. So now this is going to put Noble Lions in a bit of a tough situation because they did go with the Zuka in the first 2 games. So this time around, Team Catalyst realizing that they need to take this hero out. Yeah, iZZY has been performing on that Zuka really, really well. So they do take it out. But having said that, they do restrict their options as well. So they have Butterfly, they have Wukong. Butterfly wasn't banned out, right? Yeah, so they do have Wukong, Butterfly, Zephyrs if they want to go that way. Very strong heroes. They can go with the Flash yet again if they want to go that route.
Red team's turn to pick.
So they do take out the butterfly as well. So now iZZY is being restricted quite a bit in terms of what he wants to play. What's the last ban on the side of Noble Lions? Is that Labu?
Blue team's turn to pick.
I think that is Labu, right? Wallcat. Okay, this is something that I have never seen. I mean, I did play Arena of Valor, but I haven't seen the Wallcat in action at all. So this is going to be an interesting one for me. Quite a difficult hero to pull off as well. A really good initiator for iZZY there on that Wallcat. Does have that stun, does have that charge in heal as well, and has the protection during that ultimate where his HP won't drop below 0 as well. So quite a tanky push forward kind of hero from the side of Noble Lions. We have Nas being picked up for Crimson as their marksman. We have Mina being picked up as their jungler, I'm assuming. Is the Mina going to be in jungle? Who's going to jungle for them? Yeah, Mina is the only one I'm looking at in terms of being a jungler. Interesting choice. And Violet is going to be the final pickup. And that is going to be the marksman for the side of Noble Lions. So the reply for that Mina was, sorry, the Anas was the Violet pickup there. Strangely enough, Yorn has also been left alone. We had the Valheim being dropped out completely this time around by Team Catalyst. Interesting. Hayate wasn't picked up as well. Hayate was banned by Noble Lions in the first game, if I'm not mistaken. Just waiting on things to start now. So Mina is going to be the jungler, right? Yeah, Scud is going to be, sorry, Scud is going to jungle with Mina on the top lane. All right, all right. Change of pace, just a little bit of change here and there before they do get into it. Mina as a top lane, interesting. Decent tank. Let's see whether the change up of draft coming out from the side of Team Catalyst is going to be enough. Noble Lions not changing. I mean, they did change. They did manage to get their hands on the crest, which was banned multiple times. Omar is going to be their standard top lane tank who did have a really good game number 1, has a decent game number 2 as well. So Noble Lions still with a decent draft here. Again, a majority of the pressure will be on iZZY and me with Fonabs, who did have an outstanding performance in both the first games. We'll see how well it works out for them this time around. We have Simple yet again on that mid lane. On that Zinka. Bottom lane, Crimson is going to be outranging the Violet quite a bit. So Violet has to be very careful in the lane alone. But in the meantime, pressure is going to be on Simple in that mid lane by the looks of it, with multiple heroes just coming around that area. They're trying to get Crixie a really good early laning stage. Fresh is going to be moving back onto that bottom lane to try and help out Violet, who does take quite a bit of chip damage here. Violet also rotating bottom a little bit there to do a little bit of chip damage, but he's going to be walking back, just showing up presence there. pushes out the mid wave and then walks in bottom, gets a little bit of chip damage done. In the meantime, mid lane, we might have Crixie going into the Crush is also going to be there. It's going to be a little bit of trouble here. They do dive in. Can they get the kill? They do pick up a first blood onto Volly there, but is there retaliation? They are going to be able to flash out of there, and there is going to be no retaliation that is going to be coming out from Catalyst. So Noob Alliance, good boys, will pick up that first blood, and it went in favor of, I think it was the Crixie, right? Yeah, Crixie picked it up.
Dragon and Slayer have appeared.
That was the Mina from the top lane who did go down. They are looking to contest Dragon here. Crush is going to be in the area. In the meantime, do they have any idea that this Dragon has been done? They're oblivious to this. They were in the area, and the Abyssal Dragon is going to be claimed by Scud there. A sneaky play coming out from Catalyst Esports there. Heroes were in the vicinity to contest, but they had no idea that that was going down. In the meantime, Omar also makes his way to that bottom lane or the mid area. So we have 4 heroes from the side of NA Good Boys in that mid area looking to put pressure. They are going to try and take this Slayer now, since they did end up giving away the Dragon for free there. In the meantime, Niki going to be in a bit of trouble on that Crush there. Crush trying to back off here, but Crixie coming in with that ultimate, doing quite a bit of significant damage. No one has really gone down yet. They're still following up. They might claim this first kill that is going to be on to Azar Khan, played by Simple. They're looking for more here, and they will find a Scud also. So 2 kills going in their favor. They claim the Slayer. They claim a couple of kills as well. The contest not being fully committed by Team Catalyst. I feel like they're a bit lackluster in terms of their reaction to what Noob Alliance has been doing in terms of their movement and the fights that they have been taking. I feel like the response has been a little bit delayed coming out from them. Crixie coming in with an ultimate. The lift up is going to be there from Crush, but they are not able to bring him down, and Scud is going to be able to walk away from here. Niki is going to pop that ultimate. The slow is going to be there as well
The iron defense line has disappeared.
from him, but
The ballista.
he's so tanky. He is insanely tanky on that ult. Getting a decent early lead here, iZZY has been unheard of during majority of these engagements. Remember, he did the same thing in that game number 1, where he was, quite silent for the early stages and then just came in and created havoc. In the meantime, Noob Alliance will lose their first tower bottom, and this time Thresh goes in. Crixie is going to come in with that ultimate as well. The support is going to be there still. The lift up going to come out from Scud there, but they will end up losing QWERT there, and Scud is going to go down as well. Azar Khan is going to go down as well. They will find a return kill onto iZZY on that. Yeah, iZZY will get taken out, but they do get the better trade of 4-for-1 trade in the end, and they will claim the tower also. So again, the reaction coming out from the side of Noob Alliance just being a little bit too good at the end of the day, and iZZY also finally getting involved in these engagements. On that Wildcat, I thought he'll survive through that, but it just got busted down. Meantime, they will be able to claim the Dragon by the looks of it. Player is also going to be up in a few minutes.
Dragon has been defeated.
Mind you, Team Catalyst do need to win this to stay alive in the game, but already a bit of a decent lead building up by Noob Alliance. Already 3,000 gold up on Team Catalyst. Chris just looking around, looking for an engagement here. iZZY also is going to be in that vicinity. They are looking to take the Slayer down, but we might have a full fire-on-fire engagement here. Volly going in, and they will find that first kill onto Valor. Valor getting just absolutely demolished. But is there return kills coming out here, though, is going to be the question. They will find that kill on Quixie as well. That's going to be Scud claiming that kill. So 3 heroes going down on the side of Noble Alliance, and that's a really good comeback fight from Catalyst Esports this time around, being ready for that engagement and playing that to absolute perfection, and will end up claiming the Dark Slayer as well. In the meantime, mid lane, Niki needs to be careful on that crash. They're going to get run down. Mars looking to get a little bit aggressive there, but in the end backing off and settling for that mid tower. So now the goal lead has come down to absolutely nothing after that engagement. Volly in the meantime looking to pick up Athena here. A little bit of a slow. Things are just quieting down for the time being, but with the Holy Dragon spawning now.
Cannoneers have spawned.
Next engagement is going to be key. In the meantime, Omar trying to dive the tower, but now he's going to be forced to back off as the reaction is going to come through, and they are looking to take the Slayer here. Is there going to be a reaction from NA Good Boys is going to be the question. We had 2 heroes in the area. Crash is coming, that they do take the Holy Dragon as well, now trying to engage, trying to keep them at bay for the time being. Aras doing so much of damage, and now Crash pops the ultimate as well. They do capture as the Quixie ultimate goes out as well, manages to flash out in the so low on HP, but manages to flash out of there. Athena in the meantime took so much of damage, but this leaves the Slayer open. Can they re-engage? It's going to be the question from the side of Team Catalyst. In the meantime, Crash jumps in yet again. The lift up is going to be there, but he will end up paying with his life. They're trying to keep them at bay. Where is the damage? The damage is not there. Violet is going to be forced to back off. Quixie goes down as well. Catalyst Esports are on a roll here, looking to make a comeback in this game number 2, and Scud is going to be able to claim that Slayer as well. And now the re-engage is going to be coming out from Noble Alliance. Athena picks up 1 kill here. They've managed to find 2, and that's going to be a shutdown on the Athena, but in the meantime they will find Crimson as well, and they will find that kill onto KWRT and the final kill to go down, and they managed to get an ace with Violet coming in at the right moment. Did back up for a moment, but coming back in to claim those kills, and they will claim all 5 kills on the side of Team Catalyst. Catalyst looked strong for a moment there, but Noob Alliance hitting back strong, and they will end up losing that tier 2 tower middle. The lead now back up to 4,000 gold. Play in the meantime pushing down that top tower, but Violet is going to be there in that top lane to make short work of it. In the meantime, Crash was scouting in the area. He's going to be backing off Volly. The top lane tank right now is going to be put up in the air. Athena joins the fight with that Omar as well. Now Crash pops the ultimate as well, looking to get an engage done, and they will find that kill onto Volly. They want to re-engage here. The stun comes through, but is it going to be enough? Where is the follow-up damage though? Violet needs to be careful, taking a lot of damage with Angie jumping in. Scud manages to clean up Violet here. The blink out from Omar is going to be there, with Quixie trying to run away for dear life, and now iZZY jumps in, gets the heal off, trying to dive the tower, will pick up the first kill, looking to pick up another here. So low on HP, will find Simple as well. So much of damage been done, and this is going to be Catalyst Esports in a little bit of trouble here. Quixie jumps in as well. They are trying to look to finish Quaid out ERC there, but it is still running strong there. Will finally go down, will pick up a kill. That's going to be a shutdown. Quixie in the area still looking to find that kill onto the Scud. Scud will manage to get out there. Angie will manage to get back into safety. Niki still looking to hang around in the area. Obviously does not have the damage to bring down Scud, but looking to keep him disabled, looking for that follow-up damage that is going to come through. But Niki still looking to be in the area. He knows where Angie is. He's going to jump in. Where is the slow? Scud is quite tanky though, so they need that damage to come through from either iZZY or with the Violet or Crixie to be able to bring down that Scud. They're looking to pick up another Holy Dragon by the looks of it. They already have 3 dragons, or rather 2. They're looking to pick up their 3rd as well. And they should be able to claim this quite easily. Crush needs to be careful. Scud is going to be jumping in onto Nixie there on this Crush. Crush does have his ultimate, pops it up, gets that damage boost. A lovely slow there. What a play coming out from that Crush. Multiple heroes slowed up. Athena needs to be careful on that. Yeah, he is forced to back off, and Crest jumps back in again. The slow is going to be there. The lift up is going to be there as well. And now Crixie coming in with the damage. The Violet is going to be there as well. They claim 3 kills. Violet manages to claim a double kill as well. And that's going to put Catalyst back again on the back foot. And this is going to open up the Slayer as well. Noob Alliance again turning things around. Very dominant. Really good team fights coming out from them. Again, heads up play coming out from that Crush. Being played by Niki. They are a good ultimate utilization, a good lift up, a good slow coming through, and then easy jumping in as well, doing so much of damage. The initiations coming out from Niki has been on point, with Omar to follow up being played by Athena as well. They do end up losing another tower here. Niki again just giving away information, hanging around in the area. So now the Darkslayer is going to be walking through that mid lane. They are looking for a fight if they can on the side of Noob Alliance before the Darkslayer gets to that point, just so that they can secure the game from there on out. So Team Catalyst cannot really afford to lose a fight. They do see KWRC in that mid lane. I love the skin on this Crixie. Niki on that Crest looking to get a jump in. Playing it carefully. They are going to be walking in with the Slayer. Crixie pops the ultimate here, looking for the damage. The lift up is going to be there. So much of damage. Is there going to be a turnaround? In the meantime, they do. Scud gets taken out here quite easily. The fight breaks out. So much of damage been done by Noob Alliance. They find the kill onto Volly as well. Crixie doing so much of damage. iZZY in the meantime will finally get taken down. Crush diving in. They still haven't even taken the tower. They will end up losing 2 there. iZZY and Athena both going down. But the follow-up damage is going to be good enough. This might be all over. Noob Alliance might claim it here and now, but no, the Slayer will finally go down. So they will hold on to fight another day, or fight another engagement at least. And Noob Alliance is going to be forced to back off. Noob Alliance, they're getting a little bit too aggressive, I feel like. With the tower still alive, diving into the base was not the option, and they ended up losing a few there. iZZY going down, Athena going down, and in the end, Crixie going down as well. So they ended up losing a couple of heroes, but they might have been able to end the game if not. But the goal lead now just, building up. Might be too much for them to deal with in a little while. Slayer is going to be taken out here, and now the fight engagement breaks out. Crest is going to get a lovely ultimate here. The lift up is going to be there as well. They will find one onto Volly. They're looking for more, and they might actually find it again. Athena jumping in on that Omar and will find that kill. The trade is going to be there, but it's just not going to be enough with iZZY coming in as well. In the meantime, there's a backdoor coming in from the Scud here on Anjana. They might actually do this. Can the Scud finish it off though? It's going to be the question. Doing so much damage to the tower, but he's going to be finally taken out. Valiant effort. But that's going to be all 5 heroes dead, and this might be all over. The rat almost working out, but in the end, Noob Alliance reigning supreme here, whitewashing the series 3-0, and they claim the grand finals in the national qualifiers. in 3-0 fashion, in whitewash fashion. Noob Alliance, Good Boys, just proving that they are almost pretty much unbeatable. There was a moment that Catalyst had a little bit of hope there with the start backdooring, but in the end, it's just they just played a better game in the end. iZZY having a really good game yet again on his jungling role there. He had 3 amazing games, in my opinion, probably the MVP for the side of Noob Alliance. Just a very dominant performance coming out from him. Even Athena, they are really good play coming out from that Omar throughout all 3 games. He was on it and did end up delivering for the team. But this particular 3rd game, I think Niki on that crash played such an important role for the team. It's got some lovely ultimates, some lovely crowd control coming out from him to close out the game. It's just that I feel like Catalyst could not find an answer for the teamwork that Noob Alliance displayed today, but very well played to them. Obviously, all 3 teams, Team Catalyst, Team Noob Alliance, and the 3rd place team, all going to be in that national selection pool. But the champions for Arena of Valor is going to be Noob Alliance, Good Boys Esports, taking that win in 3-0 dominant fashion. What a performance coming out from them. And like I said, they are going to be in the national pool. The top 3 teams are going to be in that national pool for the national selection committee to select from. Obviously, Noob Alliance is going to be, Team Good Boys is going to be having that upper hand after whitewashing that series 3-0, quite a dominant performance. So obviously, the selection committee is going to be paying a close eye into these 3 games as well. Having said that, it's going to be it from us. A massive shout out to our main sponsor, Dialogue, for joining in with Gamer.LK to make this a possibility, as well as sponsoring the national esports teams as well. So a huge shout out to them for being with the community, as well as Gamer.LK, the strategic partner who has been around for 16 years plus, making sure that esports in the country goes forward day in and day out. And a massive shout out to you guys for joining in for the live stream and supporting your favorite players in their attempt to represent the country as best as they can. And it looks like we do have some really good talent in the country. So massive shout out to you guys as well as everyone who did take part in the tournament. And last but not least, a massive shout out to our production crew behind the scenes for making this watchable and keeping us all entertained as well. But with that, it's going to be me signing off until I do see y'all again next time. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Gamer.LK Facebook fan page to stay up to date with what is happening. But until I do see y'all again next time, it's going to be me signing out. Hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week ahead and a lovely Monday tomorrow as well. Good night, guys.